3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Hello and welcome to Nothing to Do With You. I am Aaron, I am your host. With Memo, we are going to be talking about the Royal Rumble here from this past Saturday that happened. It happened at Tropicana Field, January 27th, 2004. 2024. Anyway, Memo, what do you think? What's your first impressions of it? You watched it?
Well, I'm happy because Cody won. I know you're not happy because CM Punk didn't go over.
Cody fanboy.
He's going against the fucking tribal chief again now, man. You know?
Again, exactly. Repeated last year. We were at last year's WrestleMania. What do you think? Last year was great. Great fun. We had great crack. By the way.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
But
he lost. He lost. The tribal chief, as we can see. Number 1 bloodline. So... What's going to be different?
On a side topic, I just think Solo Sikoa should be just banned from ringside at this stage because he has ruined too many good matches the last while, and he also caused LA Knight the championship at Royal Rumble, I find, because
We caused him in Riyadh as well. Crown Crown Jewel, wasn't it?
he did, and I just find at this stage the Bloodline are just ruining way too many storylines, like the actual faction themselves. Like, Roman's a good heel. He's over with the fans. He's over with everybody else. So he is good for the title.
Champion. That's
champion.
why he is the champion.
Yeah.
How long's he? What's he? He's nearly matching Hulk Hogan's record. I think if he keeps it, if he keeps it till September, he'll match it.
I know, but I think Roman will be actually better by himself. Like, he needs to break away from the Bloodline. I thought when Jay went over to Raw, that was the end of it. But now Solo and Jimmy are still sticking around. They're not really doing much with them. Solo's just like they're just waiting for it to come up to be a different character. And I think Solo could be.
Hang on, they were teasing there.
You know?
They were teasing Solo. They were teasing Solo was going to be the next tribal chief.
I get that, and I think for him to do that, he has to go out by himself. He should be challenging for the United States Championship, or probably going for the Intercontinental. Like, you know, why him and Gunther aren't involved in the storyline right now does not make any sense.
They're on different shows though. They split the brands.
I know.
They're back separate brands. You got Nick Aldis on a SmackDown gym.
Think of it this way: Roman is undisputed champion. He can go to whatever brand he wants. Solo follows him as part of his faction.
No, he can't. No, he can't, because you have the World Heavyweight Champion, which is set so you have 2 different belts. That's why they brought the World Heavyweight Championship, which is a fake belt in my opinion. No lineage.
I get that, right? But at the same time, though, you have Damage Plan. Or no, not Damage Plan, sorry. Damage Control. Damage Plan. Damage Control in each brand. Like, you know,
that's true.
Wherever EO turns up, the rest of them are there. There's no reason why Solo couldn't be set up for a challenge against Gunther. Or better yet, you could probably go against Logan Paul. And I would actually like to see Solo.
Well, you know what? We'll go. Anyway, we're jumping in hot. We'll go right from the start. We go right from the start of the Royal Rumble. So we open with Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and they are eventually joined by Pat McAfee. But that's a bit later. Leave him alone. Let's go! Come on, man.
They fired KP. Like, you know.
Rahini boy.
One last of the parish, that's all I'm saying.
For the parish.
For the parish, you know.
Well, he is from here. He's from down your neck of the woods, so...
That's it.
Local
boy. Huh?
So Pat McAfee makes his way to the table. Corey Graves not too happy in the start of it. Michael Cole is wetting himself as usual when he sees Pat McAfee because he thinks he's his best friend. And then we kick off with the 30 Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah. You can feel the love for McAfee and Cole, alright. A bit of brotherly love there. No. Not even Philly just yet.
And who started it again? Who started that Rumble?
So the first entrant
Natalia.
Was Natalia.
That's who it was.
Then a big pop down for Naomi coming back. I don't think anybody was really expecting that the way they're doing it. And that's one thing about WWE I will say, is that they are actually really satisfying the crowd right now. Like, you look at Punk, you look at The Rock coming back, like, you know, all these unexpected returns, like, you know, like, the internet's going wild at the moment to think, like, you know, who's going to come back, when are they going to come back, but WWE are still, like, keeping something of suspense for the fans. It just reminds me of the Attitude Era, like, you know, it's like...
Well, this is what they're saying. Triple H, in the jumping ahead, Triple H in the media scrum after says that they're entering a new era, which is rival to the attitude era he referenced. He said there's not a name on it, and ruthless aggression era, if you want to call it that. So he hasn't put a label on it yet, but he says it feels like it's going in that way, and it's the hottest that WWE has ever been in. Which me and you seen at WrestleMania. There wasn't an empty seat in the stadium.
I'm thinking back at the last 4 big events from last year, and they
the
were
big 4 that were all packed out. Yeah,
very good. SummerSlam, Mania, Royal Rumble, and Crown Jewel.
But look at Cardiff, Wales even.
Yep.
And now they're really going international. They're really going international. They're going to go to the Bash in Berlin.
Yeah.
They're going to France with Backlash.
That's right.
And I'd say they're probably doing another one in England again, a big one.
Well, Cena's still hyping up WrestleMania for London 2025, so we'll see how that goes. But
I think they'll get SummerSlam. But anyway, back to the Royal Rumble, back to the entrance, and it was really the standard, kind of bog standard. They went through the roster.
Yeah.
They brought a few NXT up, which was good to see.
Yeah. So you had the TNA Knockouts champion there as well.
This is what I was going to name. This is the next point that I was going to say. They brought the TNA Knockouts champion, Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace, yeah.
What do you think about that? You hear the sirens going off. Everybody kind of big Papa Pump-esque, you know?
Yeah.
She was like Scott Steiner. You heard them kind of sirens going off. Everybody didn't know what the hell was going on. Looked at the screen, see Jordan Grace's name, and then a pop happens because people went, oh shit, she's from TNA.
Yeah. She's
not signed with WWE.
And I can see this happening a lot now when Nick Aldis coming into WWE. He's ex-TNA, as we know. We know who his wife is, Mickey James. She's over there. So you're going to see that connection between him and Triple H now at the moment, getting more talent in. WWE have opened that forbidden door now, which they've never done before, bringing different talents in.
We won't say forbidden door, because Triple H, in another one in the thing, he says, bit of a jab at AEW, doesn't like to put labels, stupid labels, he says, on doors opening, so a bit of a jab at Tony Khan.
Fair enough, and that has been happening a lot, but I think WWE are definitely winning this rivalry, whatever it is at the moment.
Oh, they're kicking TNA's arse, you know.
Kicking TNA's arse, AEW's arse, anybody who comes up against them at this stage, WWE is making them their bitch, like, you know. And it's about time we start getting back to that, because...
And Vince is gone.
Vince is gone.
Everybody wants to work under Triple H.
And also, too, as well, you have that the door is open now. You don't know who else is going to come through it. Like, you could see New Japan in there, you could see Ring of Honor, even though that's tied in with AEW.
You won't see Ring of Honor.
But what I'm saying is, if you, with this whole thing of when you get fired now and you can't compete for 30 days or 30 days clause or something like that, or is it 60 days?
60 days. It depends, all different. 90, 60, 30. So,
you know, you're going to see more and more cross promotions like that. Like, who really expected to see Edge over in AEW last year? That was completely shocking to everybody. You know, he had only signed a new deal with WWE to release his signature belt, and he turned up on AEW's product only about 2 or 3 weeks after that.
His contract was out. Different story when your contract runs out.
True.
But anyway,
it's land of opportunity.
But we'll go back to the Rumble anyway. We're still on the women's Rumble. We keep getting on sidetracked. But anyway,
getting back to that point though about Jordan Grace.
There was Jordan Grace anyway, so that was a pop. And the next surprise, well, not really surprise, she's already there. Jade Cargill.
Yeah.
My God, she looked ripped. She was pumped. She always does, but then you put her beside your woman, you nearly wet yourself over at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair. I had to sit you down a few times. I calmed down. I was fanning you. Fanboying out.
I'm glad Bailey went over, right? Cause
maybe it was the Stone Cold beer.
I'm glad Bailey went over, and that's because she deserves the opportunity. She's been on the sidelines for a while, out of the picture. EO's taken over that spotlight in Damage Control, Damage Control, and I think that it's time Bailey has her chance at the gold again. And sad Bianca doesn't get it, but like, there's still opportunity before Mania. The other side of the house though, you're looking at Rhea at the moment, right? And her and Jax are getting into a storyline now at the moment, so who knows what's going to happen next? But it will be interesting to see what happens with Bianca coming up to WrestleMania now. But look, again, it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan right now on all fronts, like, you know.
And that's the thing, she did deserve the winner, but they're putting a bit of doubt on that now with that whole Damage Control. Is she going to go for EO's title, or is she going to go against Rhea?
It's a very good question.
I
think she's going to go for Rio. But I think they're going to build to it, though. I don't think they're going to go into it just yet.
Yeah.
They're going to let that fester for a bit and let the rivalry...
And they got all the Japanese in that group as well. They got all the girls.
All the girls, yeah.
Except Dakota Kai, but...
Was it Ibuki Warriors?
The Kabuki Warriors, Kabuki, yeah. But yeah, Bailey, I was delighted to see Bailey winning. I like her whole persona now at the moment. She doesn't take crap off anybody. Caught myself there. Now, the next match, we'll move on anyway. We'll get out of the Women's Royal Rumble. Oh, and sorry, back to it. Before we move on, Liv Morgan came back.
Yeah.
That's another one to look out for. So, we'll just drop that in there. There's a few women that returned, but mostly it was pretty standard.
Yeah.
I was glad Bailey won it. Great Rumble, yeah.
I think
up there with the men.
And exactly, that's what I was going to say. And this no disrespect to the women. They've always put on a good show, but they're getting better at their craft, and it's definitely noticed over the last while.
Well, come here. You know I think Rhea Ripley's a star, so...
The star in your wet dreams, more like.
I have to cut that part out. But anyway, next we're on to the Fatal 4-Way Undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the globe, of the world, of... I don't know, anyway, he's the champion. What?
That's a mouthful, though.
Just give him the universe. He is the universe anyway. Universal. Not the red one anymore, unfortunately.
Well, Undisputed says it all, I think. You know.
He's the WWE Undisputed Champion, it says. So, there we go. We'll go with that. The Fatal 4-Way match, we got Randy Orton, AJ Styles, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got my boy, the one, bow down to your tribal chief with Paul Heyman, the wise man. My boy Roman.
And we've already spoken about this, Solo getting involved in the bloodline.
Yeah. Well, it's great.
Yeah.
You're
just it's getting a bit
it's
stale.
Not stale. No, it's not stale. He's a chicken shit heel, and it's great. He's just embraced the whole thing, and he's just getting on your nerves now at the moment because nobody can get the title of him.
Do you not think Knight deserved to go over though?
Who?
Knight deserved to go over.
I think they pushed Knight too early. He should have never had that. I don't think he should have had that match with Crown Jewel with him.
He came very close though.
But did he win it? Like, LA Knight
had a few close calls.
Well, LA Knight at the moment is red hot. Everybody is going around saying it. There's one or two lads in work that even know it that don't watch wrestling. They jump in, jump out, and it's LA Knight. But everybody knows it. Then you got Orton that returned. He looks better than ever.
He does.
He's jacked.
Ripped.
Yeah.
Completely ripped.
Like, I don't think he's probably been any better.
Yeah.
Then you got AJ that looks like, my God. What? I don't want to say is he on it, but you know.
Yeah. Well, you don't know these days.
You don't know, but come here, talk about like, I'm just going to be a gym rat. He must have done nothing when he was off. But you got AJ, you got it's all good. Like, the amount of people now, that's SmackDown's title, so that's the SmackDown Universal Champion. Look at the amount of stars they have on SmackDown.
That's true, and SmackDown's filling up now at this stage.
And they've got all guns blazing. Like I said, they got AJ back from injury, they got Randy Orton back from injury, they got them in time for WrestleMania. They're probably saying thank God after other things that'll happen, you know?
Well, see, I think a lot of people are focusing on the upper card. Look at that mid card though. Even look at the development talent. Like some of the matches that even tag teams are having. Like look at Pretty Deadly. Look at the rivalry they're having with what's his name, with Devil at the moment.
Yeah.
Sorry, not Devil. In the Brawling Brutes, you like him.
Butch.
That's
Pete Dunne.
Butch and Pete.
Thank God they changed the name back to Pete Dunne. I hated that name, Butch.
Yeah.
Hated it.
But like, you think of those lads, they're doing British strong style, right? But
well, we seen them shout out the OTT. We seen them at Over the Top Wrestling here.
Yeah.
We seen them a few times.
But yeah, that's just something
Before.
else to look into, like, you know. And then you also have like Raw as well, and you have like one of our lads over there doing pretty well for himself. I know he's not liked at the moment, but I think he's a good wrestler. JD McDonald, like, you know, I knew him was Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin here, yeah. I like the way he kept the JD, yeah.
For a couple of weeks.
And he's got even more ripped as well.
He has, yeah. He's
worked on it.
He's worked on, and I think him and Dom were a good tag team.
I do like Balor in that, even though he's taking the back seat.
Exactly.
But anyway, we got.
Who doesn't love our truth? Like,
It's so true at the moment. We'll come to that in a minute.
There you go.
That is one thing we forgot to mention, by the way. R-Truth entering the women's Royal Rumble, thinking it was the men's, and getting confused and getting thrown out by Nia Jax. Adam Pearce coming out saying, "What the hell are you doing?" Walking him back, and then I seen after, "You told me the guy." You thought it was a tag team, I think, match. Well, he was dumped out in like 2 seconds. It was great, comedy gold.
Yeah.
But anyway,
definitely the best thing on the Raw.
back to this format. It's normal standard. Even though I'm saying it was your normal standards bloodline match with Roman that everybody interfered. You didn't, but yeah, there was a bit of a doubt with the other three. He hit the Superman punch on AJ Styles, speared him 1, 2, 3, and I think
that was some spear as well.
That was it looked like it looked like a who.
Yeah.
But he speared him 1, 2, 3, and I think the right man took the fall.
Definitely.
Because I don't think he can beat Randy Orton at the moment.
I'm glad the way they finished it with AJ getting pinned. Because if that was Orton or LA Knight, that would kill whatever they have going. AJ has only come back into the picture.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
So after that, we get the video package. We get the video package for the United States Championship, which I didn't know what way to take this with Kevin Owens and Logan Paul. But what do you think of Logan Paul so far?
See, he's getting a lot of hate online, and I think,
but that's good.
And it's from the veterans, right? They're saying that he's not putting in the work, he's not learning the business, he's not learning the craft. Okay, but you look at how much he has come along since he first started his first match at WrestleMania, the spots he done there last year with Ricochet. The lad has come along, as far as I'm concerned, right? And I don't like his character. His promos are shocking. Like, he really needs to improve there, but the one thing I will say though is that he's really putting in the work in the ring, and I'm kind of glad he has the belt around him right now. Obviously, I'm a bigger Kevin Owens fan. Like,
remember last year's Royal Rumble where the spot with Ricochet?
Oh yeah.
That looked like a hook.
Bill, like,
sandwich.
Like, who else is doing that? Like, on even the upper card or even the lower card. Like, Logan Paul tries a spot like that. He's not even with the business.
And he said he's giving up boxing the focus full time on it. But I still prefer this US belt here. To be honest.
It's in the shop.
Yeah, it's here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but it's the US title. Anyway. Boom. But we got that anyway. We got all the shenanigans in this and stuff, and we got senton bombs and Kevin Owens. And the stipulation was kind of Kevin Owens had a broken hand.
Yep.
And he couldn't use the cast. He had to take off the cast, or Logan Paul wasn't going to fight him. So Logan Paul obviously targeted his arm the whole match.
Yep.
Starts stamping on it and stuff, doing all nasty stuff. Owens makes a comeback, clothesline, senton bombs, like I said. Yeah, and then all in all, you get what's his name, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. Austin Theory's going to be a star. He is.
That lad got jacked.
He got screwed by Vince, didn't he? Putting him with Vince that time. That stupid egg stuff, remember that?
Yeah.
You know. But he looks like he's going to be a star. He even beat, when we seen him, Mania again, we seen him beat Cena. Yeah. We couldn't believe Cena was up for his match. We walked into Mania and there was Cena.
Yeah. He went over, and Theory went over on Cena.
Yeah. And The Rock's, when he came back to Raw that other time, didn't The Rock bottom? He's people with all the top lads anyway.
He is, yeah.
But
it's like they're passing the torch to him in a certain way.
In a certain time, I don't think now, but I think putting him with Grayson Waller is I don't like Grayson Waller.
He's a bit of a loudmouth, and I think him and AJ, or no, not AJ, sorry, Austin Theory, they're good together. Like, they're definitely getting the crowd entertained, like, which is good. But I'm not a fan of Waller, but I do like Theory though. He's good.
So Owens punches in the end of this after them two running in and all this. Owens super kicks Paul. Then he goes for a pop-up powerbomb. Paul gets elbow, avoids it, avoids a stunner, and then Owens punches him with the hand. He punches him with the surgical repaired hand, supposedly, or surgical hand. You get the 1, you get the 2. Hands coming down for the 3. No. You get Logan Paul kicking out. Shocker. Then you get a member of Logan Paul's entourage trying to interfere, trying to throw him the nooks again. Appears at ringside, security ring down to stop him, and that's when you get the run in by the two lads, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
Owen grabs Paul's hand, rips it off the bare knuckles, blah blah blah. The referee sees it, nooks that are still on his hand, and disqualifies him. So,
silly finish to a good match. I think that's happening a lot. In
so there's your winner by disqualification. Still United States champion, Logan Paul, and I think Owens is genuinely injured. I think he is actually injured. He's working. He's actually.
I was gonna say, do you think it's a kayfabe
He's
injury?
working with it. So that's pretty good, but I think a lazy finish, but.
Yeah, and it's.
But they couldn't go back to the finish. The same finish with Rey Mysterio. That was the one where he punched him with the nooks to win the title.
It's true.
The brass nooks.
I just find he's having good matches, and a lot of wrestlers are, but then the finishes aren't the best, and we know they don't get to decide who's finishing. It's the writers, but it's killing a bit of momentum for the stars.
But listen, how else were they going to get over? That was the main thing. So next one we get a thing for WrestleMania. Is you okay? Don't die.
Try not to.
So as I mentioned, WrestleMania got all excited. But here we go. We get a thing for WrestleMania. For WrestleMania 40, which we will be going. Philadelphia. Watch out. We'll probably have some live interviews. We're going to try to get a few things uploaded to the channel.
The Land of Extreme.
Yeah, ECW. We're going to try to see that. We're going to be all over the place. We're going to every show pretty much. But we're going to Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Hall of Fame, two nights of WrestleMania. We're going to everything. We'll probably end up
at WrestleCon as well.
WrestleCon as well. We might meet a few wrestlers at that. So we're going to try to do everything. But anyway, the graphic comes up for WrestleMania 40. Only 70 days away. What do you think? Cost you too much money. That's what you're thinking.
land of opportunity at the moment, and also a lot of possibility. Who knows what's going to shape up before Mania? There's talks of Rock coming back. No one's confirmed just yet.
Well, unless something happens in Elimination Chamber, we all know, no spoilers, but he didn't show up at the Rumble. We can rule that out at the Rumble. So I was expecting at the Rumble. You were expecting it. So unfortunately, it didn't happen. Samantha Irvine announces tonight's attendance, new Tropicana Field record, 48,044. It's pretty okay. It's about the size of the Aviva.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here, so we get CM Punk stretching backstage, video package for the Rumble, and then we're into the Rumble. They're showing you past Rumbles and stuff and all that, but the usual. WWE are great at the video packages. Always, they always have a good build up to it.
100%. They're getting better with the production.
You can't fault that production.
Yeah,
best production in the world.
It's like.
And then we start with main event. Jey Uso.
Squaring off against his brother. Jimmy.
Yeet. What do you think of Yee? I don't like it.
I like Yee. I don't like. Not Yee though.
No Yee.
No
Yee.
Yeah.
It's a bit. And will I go through the entrance or will we just skip to the good parts? What do you think? What do you want to do? Well, I'll tell you what, we got Grayson Waller next, and we'll go to a surprise. Not really a surprise, because we knew he was going back, but we didn't think he'd be back this early. Andrade from AEW has returned. We all know why, he's married to Charlotte, so yeah. There wasn't much surprises in this. We got your standard everybody all the way up to about. I'm still going through it here. We ain't got much people coming in. You're getting most of the roster coming in. You know.
I think we might be skipping a few there.
We got a few, but like we'll skip the Cody. Cody comes in at number 15, and it picks up from there. It's kind of you got Carmelo Hayes that came in. You got Austin Theory before that. Ludwig Kaiser, the almighty Bobby Lashley. You got Karrion Kross, Carlito, Dirty Dom. All these are in there. Santo Escobar, he was doing very well, I think.
Just to circle back to what you were saying about Karrion Kross, like that Orders of Pain, them interfering, that's shaping up to be a good storyline between them and
I don't know, the jury's out. Jury's out. Could be good.
Could be good.
You got Big Bronson Reed then, you got Kofi, we're going all the way up to about 18 at the moment. You got one big one. He has to go for a title at some stage. Probably against Seth Rollins, I could say, at some stage. If not Mania. Gunther. Who has been...
Definitely.
Gunther, who has been the champion for... Jesus, how long? Nearly a year? More than a year? He's made that belt matter again.
He's had some close calls.
And we did see him when he was Walter over here, by the way, in OTT again. Shout out. So, Over the Top Wrestling. We had seen him, but man, he's lost a lot of weight. He's got jacked. And that Imperium team, they're actually making him even matter now. They're not treating Ludwig Kaiser and Vici like jobbers anymore.
Yeah. I know Ludwig, he had a library there with Kofi Kingston only a couple of weeks ago. That was some intense heat, like, you know. And if he can break away from that stable and break out as his own star, I'd say he'd be doing pretty well. He's a good heel.
He's a good heel. I kind of like him as the side man. He does the talking.
Imperium.
The ring general, you know.
Imperium are a good stable, but I'm just thinking.
So we'll skip a bit, and you get all your usuals coming in. Then we get, not a surprise, but we get Braun Breaker coming in. Braun Breaker looks like a star. He's going to be.
He's one of the Steiners.
He's Rick Steiner's son.
Rick Steiner's son.
Scott Steiner's nephew. So, and he looks every bit of him. He's pumped up the 90, he controls the suplexes. Yeah.
I wonder if he's as good as Matt's as what Scott Steiner is.
Matt's. Then we get Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee at 22, skipping one or two people. You got Amos in after that. You got a few people in after that. Doesn't really matter. The usual off the roster. But Pat McAfee hops in the ring, sees Braun Breaker and Amos.
And lays it back.
And I think this was the Brock Lesnar spot, and we all know what's going on there. But what do you think about that with the Brock Lesnar spot? I think, do you know what I heard as well? I heard Pat McAfee didn't know he was actually going into the Rumble till he heard his music and was told over the headset, go into the Rumble. So it was a shock, I think, to him. So I think he got his real reaction.
If you want my honest opinion about that, I think
it was a waste of an entry.
Waste of an entry. Took the words
but
out of my mouth.
It was funny the way he hopped in the ring, seeing Braun Breaker and Omos. He was like, what? 7'5", 7.
Come on, would you take on Omos?
It wouldn't be up to Omos's knee.
There you go.
So I mean, 5'2" of me against what's he, 7'4", 7'6" or something. But it was kind of funny the way he hopped straight back out. He was like, nah, I don't want any of this. So we go to R-Truth. R-Truth again. And yeah, he
was in the Royal Rumble this time.
He was in the in the men's Royal Rumble this time. He caused JD McDonough to go out, the usual, you know, shenanigans going on funny, and yeah. So then we're skipping a bit again. R-Truth gets eliminated. We come back and we skipping the Miz, and we're skipping Senior Money in the Bank, actually. Damian Priest, we're not skipping him.
My boy.
Your boy. I wonder when he's going to cash in now, because that time's running. I can actually see him cashing in. I can see him cashing in on Raw the night after WrestleMania.
He's had so many chances to do it though, and they're just not pulling the trigger. And at this stage, I'm thinking,
do you not think if Seth retains that title and he's injured, if he retains at WrestleMania, you don't think they're going to get... You have to get the belt off him, so it's a perfect way to get the belt off him. And it makes Raw after Mania, which we were at again as well last year. We were at. Wasn't a bit. Well, it was good.
Yeah,
but,
Lesnar kicking ass, man.
Yeah.
When you see it live, you actually see the.
Are we allowed to talk about him anymore?
Lesnar?
I thought it was cancelled.
Fair enough. Everything's cancelled.
Everything's cancelled. There is no more.
No, Lesnar, just when you see him in person and just the athlete he is, he's just.
Yeah, he's
massive.
huge. He is massive.
He makes big men look small.
And you're a big man. Anyway,
yeah, exactly.
27. Like Mussolini with extra cheese. Thanks, Jim Cornette. Anyway,
Soon now.
I'll probably go on it. Well, listen, I have nothing anyway, so you can have this Roman Reigns t-shirt.
Is he a Reigns fan?
He's a CM Punk fan.
Anyway, CM Punk, you were saying?
CM Punk, cult of personality happens. The crowd goes ballistic. Everybody, it's clobbering time. He makes his way to the ring, and he is number 27. What's your impressions on CM Punk so far?
I'm actually shocked he didn't go over.
It's good stuff, though.
It was, and when it came down,
I was shocked. I was shocked when he came back to Survivor Series because I was watching it here, and it was about to go off the air. And he came back. I didn't expect it.
I know we're skipping a bit ahead, but when it came down to just him and Cody at the end, that was intense.
Well, we'll get that. We'll get to that. We're close to that.
Yeah. Then you have Ricochet.
So you got Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, which you're not a big fan of Drew McIntyre. I'm not too hot on him. I think he's okay. Yeah. I like the way they're after turning him heel, though. I didn't like the whole babyface swinging the sword stereotype. I didn't like the stereotype, though. I didn't like he's Scottish and he's swinging the sword and Braveheart crap and all that, you know.
I like McIntyre. He was a great competitor. He should have been well up the card by now, like, you know.
He was. It was just a pandemic.
Too long to get there,
pandemic happened.
But
you feel a bit sorry for him.
Yeah.
So, but he's
not liking his character right now.
But before going into the Royal Rumble, him telling Punk what you really thought about him, that was good. That was a good promo as well.
That was intense.
Pretty much all the promos going into the Royal Rumble.
A lot of stories to finish.
Hopefully Cody doesn't finish his. Hey! Fanboy over there.
See.
Fanboy. Anyway, then you got, after McIntyre, the last entry. Everybody's waiting. Everybody thinking, oh, maybe it's MJF. Maybe it's Okada from New Japan. Maybe it's going to be somebody absolutely mad for a surprise. Maybe it's The Rock.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn.
Come on, Sami.
He was doing great.
He was also in that mix with Drew as well.
He was. Yeah, I think they dropped the ball with Sami last year. I think they dropped him after the bloodline. It made
sense where they put the titles on him and Owens, and then they took it away straight away to get him back to the Judgment Day. Like, no, never.
Yeah.
Away, you know?
But we were at it. That was the main event of night one. Remember?
Definitely. That crowd was electric, man.
And when they won, the place went ballistic. Yeah. So it was pretty good to see that. But anyway, so we got Damian Priest eliminated, Sami Zayn eliminated, and we're coming down to the nitty gritty now. Drew McIntyre gets eliminated, and he gets eliminated by CM Punk, which is setting up for, I think that might have been setting up for a Mania thing. So we're getting down to it. Gunther gets eliminated, which was surprising, by Cody. Was it Cody? Cody Rhodes did he? Yeah. And then we're down to 2. And here's where you were talking about the intense moment a few minutes ago, which is Cody and Punk face to face.
Which has probably been every wrestling fan's dream for the last 5-6 years now.
Well, do you know what? And I'm gonna go on a bit of a rant, but not much. It is an indictment of AEW that this should have been Wembley's main event at All In. That the 2 biggest stars that were over there couldn't get over. Not that they couldn't get over, they were over, but they couldn't stay. This is going to be when I don't think it's when them 2 face off. It's going to be one of the biggest main events to never happen on AEW.
I read a lot about this online that they're homegrown talents in AEW, but Punk broke through in WWE. Cody started there. Now they're back where they belong. They're back home.
That's true.
Everyone said that.
But if you want to get a company off the ground, it's like handing somebody Stone Cold. CM Punk was like Stone Cold, handing Stone Cold to WCW at the time at his hottest, or maybe a few years after his hottest, and he goes over WCW, and they drop the ball and he goes back WWF.
Like what happened with Bret Hart?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do with him.
No. Then Goldberg and
That's actually, I never thought about that. That's a very good one.
See, with Punk being injured now, injured, we don't know for sure.
We actually skipped that. We should talk about that. There was a Future Shock DDT, double arm underhook, like Mick Foley used to do, but it's a bit more intense where Drew throws his weight into it. And CM Punk went down, and he obviously came out. He ripped his tricep, wasn't it? Yeah, ripped the tricep. We didn't know this till after the Rumble, obviously. It wasn't said. But, yeah, so we hear after the Rumble now, CM Punk's out for what did you say? 4 to 6 months? 4 to 8 even?
Well, you said so last time we done the injury, he was out for 9 months.
He ripped his left one in AEW, his left tricep in AEW, and he was out for 9 months. Or eight and a bit. But
well, I hope he has a speedy recovery, but then again,
a lot of people don't want to see him back.
One thing I will say,
that's the only thing he's polarising.
That wasn't leaked until the Monday before Raw.
True.
They had 48 hours to report that injury and they didn't. And you said to me earlier you think it might be a bit of a work as well.
I think so. You haven't seen Raw, so I'm not going to spoil that. But what I seen on Raw, let's just say I think it was a bit. I don't know how badly he is injured or how badly it could be, but
you also have to think of the shock value though as well. Imagine Punk's not announced for Mania and he just turns up when he has a match.
True. Well, this is what I said.
Or
another way. See, there's so many ways they can deal with this. Because like you said, Cody, he competed in that Hell in a Cell, remember?
Yep.
And then he came back from the Rumble in time last year.
That's right.
But what they could do is, even though CM Punk is injured, he could have a run in and cost Seth the title. Because them two, you seen Seth's reaction when he came back.
And that's the only part of it.
And then Seth's out injured as well.
That's the only part. Well, he's injured till Mania. He will be fighting the Mania.
He will be fighting the Mania.
Yeah.
But after Mania, I think they're going to get title off him and let him recover.
But that's the part that doesn't make sense. They've been building to this for so long between Seth and CM Punk, even with the lead up to the Royal Rumble. And now, he was ever a fan of that rivalry. He's now going to have to wait 6 months to see that happen. And come on, by then, Seth might be moved on to another rivalry with somebody else.
By then, you might get SummerSlam by the two of them coming back, so you have a massive event at SummerSlam.
That as well, yeah.
And then remember what we said. Cena wants another match, and he's pushing for UK. So just speculation. Maybe they go with SummerSlam to England again.
Could be a possibility.
And plus SummerSlam in England. Well, it might rain. It's like Ireland. But
take the chance.
We take a chance. It'd be hotter over there. You know. It'd be all right weather. Well, for an outdoor event.
As I said to you, land of opportunity. You know, anything can happen right now. A lot of speculation. And
so we'll go back to the match anyway. Yeah. We'll go back and so CM Punk and Cody are throwing everything kitchen sink. They're going at it. Then we come to CM Punk and he goes to GTS. Go to sleep. Cody Rhodes trying to send him over the ropes. He hangs on, lands back in the apron, comes back, hits a pedigree. Punk shouts out, I can't believe I did that shit. Oh, sorry, Punk hit the... Was it Punk hit the pedigree? Anyway.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah, Punk hit the pedigree, can't believe I done that shit, shouts out. And then the big one comes where he goes to get him into the GTS. Cody Rhodes... Well, he goes to get him, stands him up, goes to get him into GTS, and he goes, I didn't wait 10 years to lose to Dusty's kid.
That was real.
That was good.
That was
good. I was like, oh. And then, when he went to get him into a second GTS to put him out of the Rumble, Cody reversed to put him out, and Cody wins. But for a minute there I thought, oh, CM Punk, he's gonna come back after 10 years and win it. He's never won it, so I was convinced.
Do you not think as well though? Like they're saying that Punk's injury is real, and that's why he probably didn't go over, right? But this is the second year now in a row where an AEW talent has come back and either hasn't won at the Rumble or hasn't won at Mania. Cody won the Rumble last year. He went on to Mania, lost against Reigns, you know. And now Punk didn't win the Rumble. So it's just a way of them actually getting them back into the company, but building them up slowly to put them in a main event down the line. And you know, Triple H is all about that long-term booking, man. You know.
Well, there's like I said, there's so many top stars they have now. Look at like we said about SmackDown, that's stacked.
Yeah.
So is Raw at the moment. They're really putting main event stars out there. They have so many main event stars now that like. I know Punk is injured, he's a massive draw, but somebody will step in, the same with Rollins. They have so many people, and there is so many people out injured.
Yeah.
Still to come back. They have top stars. I think there's so many people are injured. It doesn't matter. There's 15 people injured. I'll actually look it up here. I had it here the other day. And I'll name a few that were injured, which when you hear the list it's crazy. What do you think about that? You think they need to change styles?
I like the direction they're going in. I like the build-up that they're going with to Mania. Royal Rumble was great. It always is great, but this year's one and last year's one was something special, you know.
So.
And I think we're getting back to a stage now for the older wrestling fan who grew up with the Attitude Era. We're getting back to an era again where it's getting interesting.
Well, you don't know what's going to happen.
Exactly. And there's just so much speculation, but nothing actually coming true. And you know Vince's way. He didn't want.
He's an old man, and we won't mention him much.
Keeps guessing.
Unfortunately, we have to mention him. Unfortunately.
Well, with Vince.
Yeah.
Look, man.
With everything that's happened, it's a bit. Yeah. But
okay, Mr. McMahon, Mr. what do you want to call him? Like, you know,
whatever. I know. They're
he's the Godfather. Everybody knows who he is.
They're trying to wipe his history now.
Are they actually?
Yeah, they're trying to when you get cancelled. So here's a list of just the top injuries, a few of them. We got Alexa Bliss is out. I think she had a baby, but she's out. We got Sheamus. We got Rey.
Sheamus is out. He's out well, actually.
We got Rey Mysterio.
Rey's out.
Yeah, we got Big E.
Yeah.
Who I don't know if he'll be back.
I thought he was going to return at Rumble though.
But that is Nick.
I know, but you know, wrestlers are like, man, you can say they're badly injured and come back still. Like, look at Edge.
We got Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
He's out. We got Rey. I think I mentioned Rey Mysterio. We got Charlotte out. We got Sonya Deville out. Rodriguez out. Raquel Rodriguez. We got one of the Viking. One of the Viking Raiders. We got Carmella out.
But she's had a baby. Corey Graves' wife.
Yeah, she had a baby. Dexter Lumis out. They're saying Owens will be out. Yeah. He's definitely. Cora Jade of NXT. Tamina Snuka, which give Bobby Roode. What a waste.
Yeah.
And I think he's officially retired. He's become a backstage agent or something, so he won't. Right. Yeah, he won't be back. And then you got a few NXT ones, but yeah, that's a lot of people.
Dexter.
And the big one, you got Seth Rollins obviously injured, but he's gonna get the Mania. Yeah. But
Dexter Lumis, you said, right?
Dexter Lumis, yeah.
Lumis, yeah. Never got behind his character. He came into it when I wasn't watching it, and I'm actually shocked, or I'm actually disappointed, I should say, because I've seen some of his promo work and it looks good. So I hope he comes back now and has a storyline.
But anyway, so we got your winner of the Men's Royal Rumble 2024 and 2023. We got back-to-back Royal Rumbles. Cody Rhodes.
First time to do it since Austin.
Your boy, your Nightmare Family, and then we got in the skybox, in a box, we got Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman on one side, and we got Seth Rollins in the other. Cody gets up to the ropes and starts pointing, "I'm coming for you," screaming at the top of his lungs, pointing at the sign, like they always do, the WrestleMania sign, and pointing at Roman Reigns, "I'm coming for you." So repeat of WrestleMania 29, which we were at, which was great. I thought it was great because my tribal chief won. You were in the pisser all after. A lot of people were very annoyed.
I became a Cody fan coming up to that, and when he lost, I was disappointed.
A lot of people were annoyed about it. So, overall, what did you think of the Royal Rumble?
I thought it was good, but as I said to you, I was surprised Big E didn't come back. There was no surprise entrance that came back either.
I don't think I don't think they needed it. Do you think they needed? They have a stacked roster. Would they bring just brought
filler though on it as well?
True, but would they have just brought back somebody for the sake of bringing them back?
Yeah.
And who at this stage? Who would you bring back?
Which legends?
Like there's few and far between. Like if you really think about it, who can you bring back?
Well, The Rock was an obvious candidate.
Well, The Rock obviously, but do you think they're saving him for
I don't know what
Elimination Chamber?
I don't know what they're doing with him. Like
he's never been in Australia,
but nothing's confirmed, and
he's never fought in Australia.
That's true. And a lot of people are saying he might just do Australia and then head back to Hollywood.
Good. I don't think so. He's on the board of directors now, so
It's true.
and he's running that football league.
I haven't really looked into that sort of stuff, but I do know he's a board member of TKO now. So.
And he's a movie star.
Yeah. And he's a wrestler.
And he's a wrestler, yeah.
He does it all.
He's an all rounder.
You know? He was G.I. Joe on one stage, actually.
And he's even bigger now than when he was wrestling the first time.
Definitely.
But I don't know what all these wrestlers are doing, but they're huge.
I look at Cena.
Cena's actually got smaller. But that's where we're at now. It's all looking good going into the what was I going to say, Royal Rumble, going into WrestleMania. We're on the road to WrestleMania now. Every Raw and everything is going to be stacked. I think the next main event we got before WrestleMania is Elimination Chamber, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
We got.
Australia.
We're not far off it now. I think that'll be the end of February. Is Elimination Chamber?
Would you say you're going to throw a belt around Waller for Elimination Chamber
No.
in his own country now?
I can't see him losing, but I can't see him losing. But I can.
Could you imagine if Rhea won or lost the belt at Elimination Chamber?
I think that'd be alright. You know, so we will see, and I'll tell you exactly now when Elimination Chamber is, if we can find out. I think it's on like a 12:30 in the day here or something.
Yeah, that's so. Yeah, it's on the 23rd, I think, 23rd of February.
23rd, is it?
Yeah.
You know more than me. Oh, you weren't far off. Saturday the 24th.
24th.
And Irish time, 9:30 in the morning. We were way off at 12:30, but 9:30 coming from Perth, Australia. So.
Gonna be hollywops that day. We watched them before I head to the airport.
in the airport. No, hang on. I just have to see Rhea win. Yeah.
Or Lils.
Or Lils.
You know.
So yeah. So that's the last one before me and you. We jet off to. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Hopefully it is.
Hopefully.
Get a break from the bad weather. Yeah. Nice.
So we go to that. We'll have some live interviews, live interaction. We'll keep it updated. Watch the channel. Nothing to do with you, because it is nothing to do with you. But so that's all we got. Maybe we should wrap it up here, or do you have any other opinions, rants, conjecture, Mr. Memo?
I just want to know what your predictions are going forward, because you've asked me that, but I haven't asked you yet.
Ooh, there's so many different things. I think Gunther keeps the title. Right? He keeps the Intercontinental title.
It's on a good reign.
I think Seth he's either going to drop the title or he's going to retain it and drop it on Raw. He's going to drop it soon because they need to get it off him because he's injured. And now I can see Punk or somebody costing him that, and that builds up long term booking, like you said, that Triple H likes to do that. Reigns.
Your tribal chief.
My tribal chief. I can see how it's getting stale. I can myself. But I want them to win and keep it and kind of go on and beat records and stuff.
I I don't think Reigns' character is getting stale. It's more the bloodline angle is getting stale. Like, you know?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Unless they haven't it, but they kind of teased it already with Jimmy and Jay, and then Yeet went over the fucking Raw.
But like, you look at Reigns, right, and you think about the different heel champions throughout time. Like, you know, you got Flair, you got H, you got like, I don't know. Oh, Edge was a big one, JBL.
But,
like, but Reigns is getting up there with them.
There's so many matches now to fill that, and there was a tease as well. I'm gonna spoil a bit on you here on Raw.
Go on, go.
Cody comes out and he says he knows who he wants to challenge. Jumping into the future, by the way. You're going, how'd you know this? This was meant to be a few days ago. We're only reviewing the Royal Rumble.
Or something like that?
Yeah, crystal ball. But Cody comes out, says I know who I'm gonna challenge, and just as he's about to say something, the music you love, burn it down. Whoa. Anyway, that's stupid music. Happens, everybody sing along to it. He's dressed like a Muppet as always.
I love his fashion.
Them big red boots, man.
The Crocs. They were brilliant.
They were horrible. What is he doing?
What a man. What a man. It's not insane.
I like him better when he's serious. When he was serious with CM Punk, when he's doing that whole joke.
Remember the first promo they cut that when Punk came back? That was
vicious.
That was intense.
I liked all that, but this stupid stuff where he's doing jumping around like a and doing the whole Joker thing, I don't need that. Whatever about the style, but he doesn't have to do the.
It's definitely a different like a different character than what's been done before, and it's very interesting.
Nah, I don't like it. But anyway,
backs it up in the rain. That's what matters.
We'll go back to it. He comes out, faces Cody, and says that Cody gives him a lecture. Says, "Are you going to take the easy way out?" Pretty much. I'm paraphrasing. He pretty much says, "You're going to take the easy way out, or do you want to go for the working man's title, the title that actually means something, that I've kept, the title that I work so hard to get over, blah blah, the title that your daddy would have went for, that Dusty would have went for," and he threw it all back at him. And then you see Cody rethinking before Cody makes a decision. So they're putting a bit of doubt in there.
Yeah.
Which belt is he going to go for?
Again, speculation, you know.
Is he going to go for Roman? Is he going to go for Seth now?
Come on, everybody wants to see Reigns.
But
Cody too.
No, there's another possibility now that they could have got over with it, and we'll see at Elimination Chamber. I could be completely wrong, which normally I am. Sometimes I'm right. Mind you, with Squirrel finds a nut sometimes, doesn't he? But I think the way they could go is maybe he does challenge Seth and he stays on Raw and he wins that title. Cody does, and at the Elimination Chamber, since we keep speculating that The Rock's going to be there, The Rock wins the Elimination Chamber and goes for Roman.
I did think that.
So we could go that way.
Yeah, I think Cody might go for Seth, you know, but does everybody want to see Cody and Reigns at Mania, or The Rock and Reigns at Mania?
True.
Me, Cody, but
let's see, you're setting it up
follow
for
the money trail.
True. I think the big one, and what you keep saying, finish a story. I wish that's the never-ending story with Cody. Is the WrestleMania with Roman, because like I said, we were at WrestleMania last year 39 in LA, and people were so pissed off with the end of it. I was delighted.
Remember that Scottish club?
What a dope. He just took it for 10-year-olds and everything around, and this fella's going on like a donut because he's
like a donut.
He's a donut. He had a round head as well. Scottish Muppet.
Anyway,
sorry, all the Scottish.
which, like with Mania last year, there was a lot of disappointment, but there was also a lot set up for this year's Mania. Like, think of it since last year's Mania coming up to this year.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
So many people have come back.
So much has happened, like, you know, unreal. Like, you know, it is just such a great time to be a wrestling fan right
That's
now. And I know a lot of casual fans are tuning into it more often as well.
That's true. Yeah, I know
I'm
a
even
lot of
starting to
people.
watch
Yeah.
Raw and SmackDown. I haven't done that in years, and I'm watching it every week now. I'm not even just watching the
You know our
main
friend.
card.
You know Kev. You know our friend Kev.
Yeah.
He stopped watching WWE for ages. Says he's back watching it the last month and can't get enough of it.
Exactly. It's become a very good product again, and it's like the way the Attitude Era was and the Ruthless
And the
Aggression
stadiums
was.
are packed.
You know, yeah.
Stadiums and houses, but I think we'll leave it there, man. And that's the first episode, hopefully, of many more. Sometimes we talk shy, most of the time. But it's late here anyway.
Late enough.
Late enough. Past my bedtime.
Past happy hour. You know?
Well, maybe need a happy hour after this. But that's the show anyway. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please comment and subscribe. And remember, it's nothing to do with you. Good night and goodbye.
Peace out.